Okay then, Raiders, we are back and we have got loads to go over today as the server slam has now been made available on Arc Raiders, which means that you guys have all been able to gain access to the game completely free of charge in a global scale across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam and Epic Games. And this is not disappointed in the slightest, with player numbers creeping up every single minute. This one's an interesting one. We also have some information coming in from Geforce now, and we've also got a patch that has been already issued to the playtest. This is absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to see exactly where this will go. But we've got all of the information coming in from the community manager and dev team here on the channel. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure that you do get involved with our giveaway, as we're giving away a copy of the game the day before release. So if you want to get involved with that, it is extremely simple. Head down into the comment section and put in a fire emoji. That will enter you in. So with that being said, let's see what it is that's happening right now inside of Arc Raiders. So starting off, we have seen over on the Steam DB page that the numbers are climbing up every single second. Now at the point of recording, we're looking at around 130,000 players on Steam alone. Needless to say, it's going to be a massive amount more than that, considering it's free to play right now this weekend on PlayStation and on Xbox and over on Epic Games platform as well. It's an interesting venture, that's for damn sure. As to where it is that they'll actually peak, we'll have to wait and see, as the game has literally been out but a few hours and already we're hitting spikes that we just didn't expect to see from a title like this. It's extremely incredible, as the server slam has just generated the right amount of hype by a development team actually having confidence in their game and releasing a beta free to play a week before the game launches so you can just test it out. An incredible move, and hopefully we'll see hundreds of thousands of more players join the rankings, but you won't be able to do it on Geforce now, or at least until the game launches. As Dusty, the Embark developer himself, states, "Hello all, we're planning on running this test on Geforce. Now, unfortunately, due to some complications, we won't be able to make that happen. Sorry for the disappointment. We will make sure Geforce Now is available at launch. Love, Dusty." Now, it's great that we finally got some people that are willing to communicate, and the fact that Geforce Now is not working is not really the end of the world right this second. Some of you guys may well be stung by it, but it's available on a lot of other platforms, so make sure that you do go ahead and utilize it. On top of that, though, we've also got a new hotfix for the server slam. As stated right here on the Arc Raiders Twitter page, it states that we're pushing through the first hotfix of the server slam. This fix is mainly aimed at solving some of the crashes and errors that you may have been experiencing. This time round, it's a full re-download of the game, which should not be the norm moving forward. Thank you for your feedback, support, and the games so far. Now, this actual hotfix was only applicable over on Steam, or at least to my knowledge, and people are having to completely re-download the entire game off the bat. Now, not ideal, not a great choice, obviously, but it's hopefully not something that we'll see as a norm moving forward, as they've clearly stated. So hopefully what we see is some more better performance coming from the game, less crashes, less errors, and the PC rendition of it should work absolutely fine now. If you guys want to leave your feedback to this down in the comment section below, if you guys have been experiencing any issues with the game, I'm going to try and pass as much of it over as I possibly can, as we are trying to get hold of the development team as it stands right now anyway. Moving on from that, though, a lot of people are having issues actually finding it. So we thought that we'd do you guys a solid and help you guys actually get a hold of it right here. As Dusty states, if you are still waiting, make sure you're searching for the server slam version of the game on most platforms, and for Arc Raiders playtest on Steam. Now, there are different ways, obviously, to be able to get hold of it. Over on PlayStation, if you go to the store and press on the little three dots, it will give you different versions of the game, and the server slam will be on there. So make sure that when you're downloading it, you are downloading the right version of it. You don't need to pay a single penny for it, but I can pretty much guarantee that you'll want to be able to pay for it and put in your pre-order after you've played only an hour. Not only that, but if you do play during this server slam, as the community manager, Kiwi, has already confirmed you'll receive a special backpack at launch. Now, nothing else will carry over on the game, which for me personally is a little bit disappointing, but I understand why they've done it. They essentially launched the game with everybody on an even playing field, and that's just how it obviously operates. And I think respectfully so, it's not the worst thing to happen. Now, not only are the numbers absolutely creeping up for the test version of the game, the playtest itself is doing incredibly with hundreds of thousands of people jumping into it, but over on the Steam top sellers list, Arc Raiders has now jumped into the top 3 listings just 6 hours after the game has actually launched its beta phase. The game isn't even in full release yet, and it's already creeping its way up towards Battlefield 6, who are the development Arc competitors over at EA. This is going to be absolutely huge, and I genuinely think that Arc Raiders may be making a really big impact into the genre of extraction shooters, but not only that, it may also be bringing a bit of a bigger impact into gaming alike, as this game is absolutely flawless. What we are experiencing in game right now during a play test is absolutely iconic. It is extremely smooth. The graphics are absolutely incredible. The play inside of it is absolutely amazing. The only 2 cents that I have is that the Arc are pretty much just like giant sponges, which are just taking bullets in left, right, and center. It's a little bit of a wild one, but the game itself is absolutely incredible, and the kill to death ratio is seeming to be running quite easily inside of this game on a PvP basis. The only thing I will state though is that players are crying out for a PvE only mode. Whether that will ever make its way into the game, we'll have to wait and see. I've not seen much on the topic at hand, but I do think that a lot of people are not into the PvP aspect of the game. So having a separated PvE aspect of it would be absolutely amazing. And especially with the enemy types that they've got here with the Arc, I think it would just run extremely well. Now, I am very intrigued as by one thing, as an article has just gone up at the point of recording from Games Radar with regards to the server slam disconnection errors and Steam players quote unquote queue to get in. I've not seen this across social media. I've been looking absolutely everywhere for some sort of premise of people having to queue to be able to get into the game. If you guys are having this issue, please do let me know via the comment section below. I want to try and keep you guys as well informed on everything happening inside of Arc Raiders as possible. And it just kind of seems to me that yes, there has been obviously some disconnection issues and some crash problems, but I have seen nothing with regards to a queue happening in Arc Raiders right now. Let me know if you guys know whether that's true or not, or if that was just something that a media company is trying to gripe on. Moving in from that though, we've got to look over your top comments from the previous video where we spoke about the pre-download for it, the top sellers listing, and the NVIDIA drivers that did drop on the NVIDIA dashboard. This one was an interesting one. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you go and check it out, because all Arc Raiders content is enjoyable Arc Raiders content, right? This first one right here is coming from Giles Palmer that says, love that one of my favorite HG2 commentators will also be doing Arc Raiders. You're crushing this, Cloud. Now, that is completely a glaze up, and I absolutely love that. And hopefully we can get some Arc Raiders comments in this comment section for the next video. But I appreciate you very, very much, Giles. We are really going in for this game, and I hope that this does nothing but positive things. This next one from Geek Hazu states, I pre-ordered the game yesterday. I'm a little ashamed to admit it was FOMO. It's probably the last time I do something like this. I'm way too old to be acting this excited about a game. Not at all, Hazu. What I can tell you is that getting old is compulsory, but growing up is definitely optional. And you were not the only one who was excited. I've been on the edge of my seat all morning, waiting to be able to gain access to this thing. So, yeah. Enjoy it, my man. Enjoy it indeed. And finally, this comment right here from Urchin Safi states, Arrowhead doing anything that they can to set up a successful Arc Raiders launch. Such a lovely bunch. 100%. Actually, the Embark Studios is just over the road. And as of today, I actually had one of the Embark members of staff would come into my comment section and was speaking to me, mainly because he was an ex-Helldivers button pusher. Yeah, we all know who Max is. If you are familiar with Arrowhead's Helldivers 2, you'll know that they had a button presser that releases everything, and he was incredible. So, Max, welcome to Embark, and have an incredible career over here, my dude. I'm so proud of you. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. Appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.